一丁教えてやろうぜサスケ。ああ。
They're like no others because they're teenage brothers. Hey, what's going on, gamers? This is Kevin, aka the Games Dude here, and I'm back doing another figure review for you guys today, and this one's going to be on another 4-in-1 figure review. So today, I'll be taking a look at the reissued Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2003 figures, which consist of Leonardo, Michelangelo, Donatello, and Raphael. Now, I did pick these up from my local Walmart today, and they cost around $10 each. Keep that in mind, Walmart also has these as well for $12 as well. But I highly suggest that if you want to get these figures for yourselves, I suggest you go to neither Walmart or Target right away and just get them, because you won't be able to find them anywhere else except for eBay for a ridiculous price, which I highly recommend you guys not to take that risk. So enough with that, let's get on to the other important stuff. Anyway, so for me, I did watch some of the old 3 series when I was a kid back in the day, and I did pick up one figure from that line, which is like a Raph figure with a helmet. I think he came with a motorcycle. I could be wrong. And from my understanding, the series ran for a few seasons, and then Fast Forward was around, and then back to the series before it was canceled. And then this is like before the entire franchise was bought by Nickelodeon. It's still owned by Nickelodeon to this day. Keep that in mind. Anyway, so let's go on with the packaging. Anyway, so here we see on the packaging, here we see all 4 renders of the Turtle Brothers. But if you remember, like back in the day, when these came out, usually when you buy the turtles, it was just like individual portraits of all four of the Turtle Brothers. But if you buy Splinter, Casey, Karai, or April, you can see all 4 renders of the Turtle Brothers as well. And of course, if you remember, on the window, usually there would be some logos on it, like Foxbox, 4Kids, Cartoon Network. So yeah, I think there were some video game codes for the video games that came out. There were 3, which I'm not going to go into. So yeah, so that's the front of the packaging. So let's move on to the back. So going down to the back, here you can see the individual images of each of the turtle figures itself. So here you can see down there you can see the Nickelodeon logo, the TMNT 03 logo, and a synopsis of what the show is about. And here you can see the rest of the figures you can collect in the line. But you know, hopefully they could claim to release more figures from that line too. Maybe April, Shredder, Splinter, Karai, or maybe release some of the vehicles as well, like the Battle Shell, the Sewer Slider, the Shell Cycle. But we'll see how things go. And so here you can see on each of the packaging, it shows you which turtle comes with their own accessories and whatnot. And just like the rest of the turtle toys that were released over the years, and here you can see a click and collect card of each of the bios. It shows you who they are, and it shows you the bio statistics too. Alright, so that'll do with the packaging. So without further ado, let's get the turtles opened up and have a closer look at them. Alright, so now we have all 4 of the turtles opened out of the package. Let's take a closer look at each one of them. So for Leo, you may notice that he has a slight smirk on his face, and you may notice that he has the brown belt with the tie. Usually all the turtles have all the belts tied up. And then you may notice that he has this strap which goes all the way to the shoulder and onto the back of the shell, and you can see his the holster for his katana blades, which I wish it could be fully detailed. And then you may notice that he has the elbow pads, the wristband, and the knee pads as well. And just like his previous iterations, Leo comes with his own pair of katana blades with the white blade and the brown handle. Now, one thing I did notice about the weapons for the 2003 toy line is that the weapons are made of a rubbery plastic. Usually when Playmates made other TMNT toys, they would just make the weapons hard plastic, but for this one, it's made of a rubbery plastic, which is kind of surprising to me. And Leo comes with a pair of suction cup grips, which is pretty cool to me in my opinion. Now, again, I never really collect any of these figures from the 2003 line back in the day. I only just got like Raph, and I skipped out on everything else. That's it. Now, technically, like for the suction cup grips, you notice that like it has these brown handles on it, and you notice that he has these suction cups as well, which you can like put it on like to anything, whether it's like on a flat surface or window. You could just like put it on anything. And here we have the iterations of Leo from the previous year, stand next to the 2003 Leo. So start with, we have the Mutations Leo from 1992. This is another re-release. Next you have the 2012 show Leo and Mutant Mayhem Leo. So now let's move on to Donnie. So for Donnie, you may notice that he doesn't really come that much considering that he's from 2003. But one fact I did notice about him is that usually like in the earlier seasons of the show, they would just like call him Don before, and they would just like call him Donnie in the later seasons. So for Donnie, you may notice that he has a slight smirk on the right side of his face, just like Leo. He doesn't have a strap that goes like around the shoulder, unlike the 2012 iteration. But he does come with the holster for his bow staff, and he also comes just like the rest of his Turtle brothers. He comes with a brown belt with a tied knot to it, and just like the rest of his brothers, Donnie comes with the elbow pad, knee pad, and the wristband too. Just like his previous iterations, Donnie comes with his own bow staff, and oh my goodness, this one is so spot on because you can see the white painting in the center of it. Unlike the rest of the Donnie figures that were released back in the years, it's not like fully painted, but like this one, I really like because it is so spot on. Now, another thing I like about this version of Donnie is that he has 2 additional weapons for his bow staff. So you may have said on one end he comes with an axe, and on the other end he comes with a blade, which is like when he turns into a spear in the 2012 show. And of course, Donnie can also hold his weapon caps and use them as weapons. And this version of Donnie I really like so far. And here we have a little quick size comparison with the 03 Donnie stand next to the other Donnies from the past couple years. So we have the Mutations Donnie, we have the 2012 Donnie, and Mutant Mayhem Donnie. So now let's move on to Raph. So for Raph, you may notice that he has an angry expression on his face, and you may notice that on his hips he has a holster for his pair of twin size, and just like the details are pretty much the same like Donnie and Mikey, you know, with the belt, the elbow and knee pads, and the wristband too. And just like his previous iterations, Raph comes with a pair of twin sides, with the white blade and the brown handle, which is pretty cool. So Raph also comes with another accessory, and this one's pretty cool. This is called the pulley line rod. So technically, like this can be used for a zip line. Kind of reminds me of when the 2012 Sewer had that kind of feature before as well. So you may notice that his hands can fit between the handlebars, and then you may notice that he also has a wheel too. Unfortunately, it doesn't have a string, which it would be cool if he could like have one. So since Raph doesn't have a zip line, well, we're going to use Mikey's grapple box as an example. So this is what it looks like. And again, that would be really cool if Raph comes with his own string, you know? And here's a little size comparison with all the previous iterations of Raph over the years. Starting with the one from 87, this is from the Mutations toy line, the 2003 version, 2012, and of course, Mutant Mayhem. So now let's move on to Mikey. So for Mikey, everything else is the same, just like Leo and Raph, which I'm not going to get into too much detail. But technically, he does have a confident, smiling face. And another fact that I heard about Mikey is that like in the earlier seasons of the show, he was called Mike before he was called Mikey in the later seasons. Just like Donnie, when he was called Don, and then he was called Donnie in the later seasons. And just like his brothers, he comes with a holster for his nunchucks, this time like on the back. And just like his previous iterations, Mikey comes with a pair of nunchucks. Now, one thing I did notice is that like on this version of his nunchucks, it has like this white painting. Technically, it's like the gripping tape like that's on his handles. I guess like to me like most iterations like don't have gripping tape when it comes to the nunchucks. But overall though, I really like it so far because it's pretty spot on. So just like Raph, Mikey has his has his own zipline accessory, and this is called the climbing box. It looks like pretty detailed to me, I would say. You can see like some of the red, the black, and here's the top. And you can see a little handle for Mikey's hand to hold on. And you may notice that like just like when I showed you guys a wrap zipline with the string, it comes with a little string. Technically it's a little different because it has like a little hook, which I gotta show close up. So this is the hook, and here is the other end of the climbing box, which I'm not sure what it's used for. But well, technically, like how it works is like you just gotta like take Mikey up, right? And I apologize if I'm not moving the camera. There we go. So let's take a look at so let's see what it looks like. Oh yes, and this kind of feels like he's like in the helicopter scene in the movie, which is like pretty cool. And we can't forget that all four of the turtles have a ninja star. Technically, like for the 2003 ones, they have 2 ninja stars each. So this one looks pretty cool because it shows the yin and yang symbol, which again looks pretty cool though. And we can't forget a little quick size comparison with all the Mikeys that have been released throughout the years. So we have the Mutations Mikey from 1987, the 03 Mikey, 2012 Mikey, and Mutant Mayhem Mikey. So for articulation, and there is like less articulation, so let's take Raph here as an example. So for articulation, you notice that the head can go from left to right, and technically I don't think it's on a ball joint, I could be mistaken. And then for the arms, they can go a full 360, they can go in and out, they can't bend at the elbow, but there is a little swivel at the elbow. There's also a little swivel at the wrist too. And then for the legs, they can go forward and back, they can't go in and out, there is no knee joint and there's no foot movement, and that's it. And here's a little quick size comparison with all 4 of the 2003 turtles standing next to each other. I think to me that all 4 of them are an equal scale. So now let's move on to the final verdict. So overall, the TMNT 2003 reissued figures, they look really good to me in my opinion. I really like the way how they stood out, like how they look in the show. Despite having less articulation, they would still have great weapons, great accessories and all that. But overall though, again, they are really good figures and they still have to be as one of the best figures to this day. So I give these figures a 10 out of 10. So let me know down in the comments below, like if you have any of the turtles, whether it's like Leo, Mikey, Donnie, or Raph, or you have all of them. Again, let me know down in the comments below, and hopefully like we'll get to see more of them in the future. So yeah, so alright guys, so that'll do with this video. So if you're into my Patreon, make sure to click the link in the description down below. Also don't forget to subscribe for content. Don't forget if you're new to this channel, please sure to press the subscribe button and make sure to tap the notification bell so you don't miss an upload. Also, if you like this video, please sure to press the like button as well. Also, don't forget to follow my social media on my Instagram, X, TikTok, Snapchat, and Discord. But until then, peace out gamers, Kevin out.